first I need to disclose. Okay, sorry. At first, I need to disclose that I was born deaf, so and I'm still learning English language. My primary language is Russian, and my native language is Kazakh. So I came to the United States 5 years ago, and so I need a transcript here to talk today about cause I want to everybody be aware of. So, okay, so most of the web is accessible to deaf and hard of hearing people because the web is represented mostly in the visual and text format. But with the web is growing with its continuous development, more video, audio, and multimedia content making into it. So this is a large chunk of the web is potentially inaccessible to deaf and hard of hearing people. And so in fact, from my personal experience, a large part of it is completely inaccessible. So I'm going to show quickly examples of the video that I was recently previewing. Okay, I'm going to click on this link. This is the video. I'm going to turn off the sound. So I cannot find any captions here. No open captions, no closed captions. So I have no idea what is it about. Normally, when I don't understand the content of the video, I start to Google for the transcripts, or I start to Google for the different information from the different resources about what is this video about, because it's interesting. And it's certainly interesting. It's about a physics teacher who's taking care of his school children, and who is raising a son with disability. So that's what I understood. I didn't find any transcript on it, but I just watched it, and that's my guessing. So here more videos, even TED Talks. A lot of videos on the TED Talks, they caption it, but not this one. It's a deaf in the military. I was personally interested in the military before, and this is about a deaf person, but not for the deaf people. so, so I cannot find subtitles, I cannot find captions and captions, but the person here speaking in sign language, which I don't know. A lot of deaf and hard of hearing people they were raised speaking orally, and a long time ago, deaf schools and deaf gatherings they were prohibited, like and Alexander Graham Bell. Have you heard about this name? So this person is famous, but he's also notoriously famous in the deaf culture because he was the one who was opposing to the marriage of deaf people between each other, and he didn't want deaf people learn sign language. So sign language is a natural language for the deaf people, and we were forced to learn to speak instead of using our natural way to learn sign. But now I'm learning sign language. It's very difficult. It's not as easy as I'm sure. So now they have a sound for hearing people so people can understand what this man is talking about. But I have no access to it and I was not able to locate any kind of transcript. So let me here's a good example of accessible content. I love it. I'm a big fan of astronomy, so NASA is my favorite website. Okay, so recently I was learning about the gamma ray telescopes. And NASA has a lot of good information on it. So they have a closed captions in it, which I click. It's good. It shows that it's music. I don't hear the music, but it tells me that this music is playing. It's good to know. So there's narrator, and everything is uh, synchronized, and everything is understandable. I'm glad that NASA does a good job in making the content accessible. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to enjoy astronomy. And there are a lot of type of captions. A lot of people don't know the difference between them. Closed captions is that it's a captions that can be turned on and off by a click on a button or toggle, and they give a text representation to every sound occurrence, like music or boom or background noise, like baby crying. They give everything. Open captions, the captions put into the video, you cannot hide them. So they always displayed. Live captions, it's real-time captions. There are a lot of third parties companies that they provide live captions for the conferences, lectures, classes, everything where the people need to get access. So they provide very fast and very accurate transcription. Subtitles. A lot of people make subtitles and closed captions and open captions mix, but they're different because subtitles, it's text provided to, like for the translation, for example. If you watch a movie and, for example, Russian mafioso speaking Russian and it's not translated, but you will hear subtitles. And for example, but it's important to know the difference because if you contact companies that provide the captions to your video and if you tell them you need the subtitles, they will not transcribe the sound. They will transcribe only spoken words. Okay. Benefits of the captions. So captions benefit. They help to expand audience on your websites. So how? A lot of people actually like captions and any kind of text interpretation information on the videos. Deaf people and hard of hearing people that are learning English as a second, third, or as a language. I personally know a lot of foreign people that prefer to watch movies and videos with captions because they cannot understand what they're speaking about. And there are a lot of people with auditory processing disorder. It's kind of related to the cognitive disabilities, and so they can be more visual than listening. And some people just prefer to read instead of listening. So larger audience is better business. And also I have to mention that a lot of people watch videos or any kind of video content in public places, in the libraries, and not everyone is carrying headphones with them, right? So you just cannot listen it loud, and so it's good to have captions on the video. Benefits, more benefits. Captions and transcripts are considered a full and accurate representation of your video. Your video content is more searchable on the web. The websites with full and quality original content are more likely to be displayed on the top of the organic search. Organic search is unpaid search results. so they display it on the top. Captions have been shown to increase the video engagement and view time. The more engagement on the page, the more likely this page will be displayed on the top of the search results. Okay, captions are not rocket science. It's very easy to make them. Captions they require very minimal intrusion into your code, if any at all. They easy to create and edit. They have access to a lot of free online tools. Even my children in the elementary school, they know how to caption videos. It's very easy to do a school project, and they make them caption it. So I have a free helpers. Okay, and a lot of third-party providers, they also can do this work for a reasonable fee. A lot of them all over the world, and they're competitive. And if you, so the difference, somebody is overpriced, and somebody will do this for more reasonable price, especially the people that live somewhere in the Asia where the cost of life is cheaper. And it depends. Okay, beware of auto-captions. This is a very common. A lot of people think that they turn on the auto-captions and they're done. So I'm taking classes at the college, and there are a lot of classes there online, and my teacher, she gives a lot of tutorials, and she's using auto-captions. I told you, of course, I told you about that, but a lot of subject I'm able to find on the, I don't rely only specific on the tutorial, so I just look around on the external websites on the different one. So, for example, if you provide a video content, if you don't provide a caption, so it's more likely that the person who visited your content will leave it in after a couple of seconds. So I'm going to show you examples of auto captions. This is I don't need to tell you. So you can see. Everybody can read? Should I? So this search video from the disabled American veterans. The audio says shall be vested, and captions transcribed it like shall be vested. And more another file. So this is video from Los Angeles Philharmonic, and audio says I was almost neurotic, and captions were transcribed it like I was most erotic. So captions they often provide not only inaccurate information but very embarrassing one. And the last one example. This is raindrop cartoon. Cartoon is a cartoon for children. The author said as cold as usual, and captions transcribe it is all ice cold funeral. So I'm almost okay. I'm around. Okay. So what I want to say that hearing disability are very frequently overlooked because of its invisible nature. So this kind of disability nowadays is to accommodate. So hearing loss is a process that can start at any age, and sometimes it can be a rapid process. It's far more common than people think. So creating an accessible content and accessible world should be a common goal. And so That's all. Thank you so much for your attention. I think I will not be able to answer questions, but if you have any questions, feel free to approach to me, and I will more understand if you write me notes instead of captions. And let me come back. Here's my contacts. And if you have any questions, feel free to tweet or email me. I'm happy to answer them. Thank you.